Lesson 16. Learn how to create and review quick action items with Analyst Co-Pilot, including report status, identified user intent, content gap priorities, quick fixes, and shortcut summaries. The Co-Pilot is a quick executive layer on top of the full combined Smart Report. Instead of making you read every score, topic, trend, and competitor signal manually, it turns the report into 3 clear points: status, user intent, and content gaps. The goal is simple: understand where the page stands, what users are trying to validate, and what should be improved first. First, in this detailed Co-Pilot example, is the status section. This is the quick health check of the optimized page. It tells you what the page already does well and where it is still too thin compared with the competitor and topic data. At the top, you may see the report date, the competitor group letters, and the report name. The competitor letters, such as A, B, C, D, and E, represent the competitor sources used in this report. The main summary gives you the overall read. For example, in this courier report, Co-Pilot says the page already has a strong base for same-day courier demand in the DC area, especially around urgent delivery, medical and legal use cases, and trust signals. But it also points out the weakness. The page is broad, but not yet deep enough on service tiers, pricing logic, coverage areas, and high-intent niche uses. Under what's already working, Co-Pilot lists the strengths the page should keep and build on. These may include clear same-day courier positioning, medical and legal delivery relevance, trust signals like bonded and insured drivers, proof of delivery, live tracking, online ordering, fast confirmation, and 24/7 availability. Under what still feels thin, Co-Pilot shows where the page needs more substance. This may include clearer service tiers, delivery windows, local coverage by city or route, stronger compliance language, better pricing transparency, and more content for recurring business routes or multi-stop logistics. Next is the user intent section. This section explains what visitors are really trying to confirm when they land on the page. It is not just about keywords. It is about the question behind the search. For example, one user intent may be, book an urgent same-day courier. The signals behind that intent may include same-day delivery, rush courier service, 1-hour pickup time, and 24/7 availability. Co-Pilot then explains how the page should answer that intent. Make the booking path obvious, explain the timing, and show the user exactly how to take action. Another intent may be, send sensitive medical or legal items securely. The signals may include medical courier service, legal courier service, chain of custody, and bonded and insured drivers. The page should answer this with stronger trust content, handling steps, chain of custody details, and examples of sensitive deliveries. Another intent may be location-based, such as finding a courier in a specific DC area city or route. In that case, the page should include more city, neighborhood, and route-specific content. Another intent may be comparing courier speed levels. If users see same-day, rush, direct, and overnight options, the page should include a simple comparison table explaining when to choose each one. Another intent may be reliability. If users care about tracking, proof of delivery, timestamps, signatures, photos, or testimonials, the page should support those claims with clear examples. At the bottom of this section, you may also see page identity prompts. These are short positioning phrases, such as same-day DMV courier, medical and legal rush, or 24/7 courier support. These are not full headlines. They are quick direction signals for how the page could be positioned. The third section is content gaps. This is the prioritized build list. These are the highest leverage changes the page should make next. Each content gap includes a topic, severity level, why it matters, linked user intents, and suggested actions. A high-severity gap should usually be handled first because it affects important user intent, competitor coverage, or conversion. A medium gap still matters, but may come after the high-priority fixes. A low gap is more optional or secondary. For example, Service tiers and cutoff times may be a high-priority gap. This means users need to understand the difference between standard, rush, direct, and overnight delivery, including pickup cutoff times and delivery windows. Another high-priority gap may be geo-specific city and route pages. This means competitors may win local searches by covering specific cities, neighborhoods, and routes more clearly. Another important gap may be medical handling and compliance detail. Medical and lab buyers need reassurance around handling, chain of custody, secure delivery, and regulated item examples. A medium priority gap may be pricing and quote transparency. A starting price helps, but users also need to understand what affects the final quote, such as distance, urgency, size, timing, or multi-stop delivery. Another medium gap may be recurring route and multi-stop logistics. This is important for business buyers who need daily routes, scheduled pickups, account service, or ongoing logistics. So the best way to read Copilot is simple. Start with status to understand where the page stands today. Then review user intent to understand what visitors need from the page. Finally, use content gaps as the practical action list for what to improve next. That is the purpose of Copilot, a fast, clear, prioritized read of what is working, what users care about, and what should be built next. This completes Lesson 16, Quick Action Items with Combined Reports Analyst Co-Pilot.